doubles and coffee. Pain all around. Your purchasing power parity, the purchasing power of your dollar has diminished and continues to diminish every single day. Your salary means less to you, whether it is in transport, whether you go to the grocery, wherever you go, your money has less buying power. The central bank governor comes out now and says, we in the Caribbean, we are at a great threat. And when he took note of the price hike on the East-West corridor of $2 for Red Band Maxi, and the food price inflation, and the energy prices globally, as aggregate demand hits a normal, as people get their economies churning, he said, we in the Caribbean face a dire, grave threat at this price inflation, and the salaries, and those on low salaries and stable salaries, and those earners who don't have the ability to increase their earnings, they are going to suffer because they're not going to be able to purchase goods. And everyone is going to feel the pain. This is very interesting from the central bank governor. The problem is that we in Trinidad and Tobago were not just price takers all the time. We had the potential to solve some problems. But it seems that in this country, when the perfect storm of incompetence is hitting, everyone just states the problem. No one knows that for 6 years we've done nothing to protect ourselves. We've done nothing to take care of ourselves. We have done nothing to produce any goods that could ease the pain that we're going through. So when he talks about the price hike in Maxis, that's because the PNM removed the gas subsidy, removed the protection from the people, removed and weaned the people off their own resources, the oil and gas. The removal of that subsidy is going to be felt by the people directly, not only those who drive cars or use maxi taxi, but those who buy goods. The transportation costs domestically shall increase across the board and has increased across the board, pushing prices up in a scarce situation. Furthermore, the policy by Keith Christopher Rowley that stated in 2017, agriculture is a waste of time in Trinidad and Tobago because we don't have sufficient land space. That attitude, that policy, that neglect of agriculture since 2015 September means that we are at the mercy of global supply chains. Our food import bill still stands at a whopping $5 billion. Local agriculture has not been supported, has not been enhanced. Local access roads, water ponds, acreages, access to markets, even the ability to buy chemicals has not been eased by this PNM. The foreign exchange crunch also affects everyone. But before we go there, the energy price hike globally, as aggregate demand goes up and factories, planes start flying, factories start opening, trains moving, ships moving, the price of energy, oil and gas has skyrocketed. Also in this time, in the winter time. But are we going to benefit? Is that going to trickle down? No, because of the policies of the PNM, because of the policy first and foremost by Keith Rowley and Stuart Smallpin Young by negotiating in Houston. Now all of a sudden, as those we have gone through 4 years of pure pain because of poor negotiation by people who did not understand what they were negotiating by Keith Rowley and Stuart Smallpin Young, which caused the collapse of Point Lisas, which further put more pressure on the foreign exchange situation. Now Stuart Smallpin Young knows in another round, as we approach another round of negotiation, that good hard negotiation will determine if we benefit. Well, we lost out on 4 years of benefit because of stupidity of the PNM. Furthermore, without the subsidy, the price of oil is shooting up towards $100 a barrel and will go over, some experts say, close to $200 a barrel by next year, September. Without the protection for the citizens of the subsidy, we will not be able to afford gas in our cars. We will not be able to drive. This will put a further pressure on the public transport system, on maxi taxis, on the buses. What will happen? This will put a greater ability for our people to be insecure, as crime and bandits will have more opportunities, as people are overwhelmed and are like lambs to the slaughter. This is a cascading piece of a puzzle, like dominoes falling on top of each other, just bringing pain on top of the citizens. This energy price hike will not trickle down. It will only bring revenues to the top, to the recusals, to the financial, to recusal twins, to the friends, family and finances, rental buildings. Do you know that Tower D on the waterfront is basically a ghost town? Yet the PNM is paying rent to its own attorney general to rent a building. Go and check it out. Tower D is like a total ghost town. Any building that is being rented now to the attorney general is unnecessary. But who cares? They are the ones who will benefit. Furthermore, the forex crunch that is hitting this country due to the shutdown of Petrotrin, the close down of Point Lisa's businesses, is showing pain across the board. Not only is it an added cost of doing business, the unavailability of US dollars and foreign exchange. People have lost their credit lines. Businesses cannot get credit to bring goods in. The shipping lines, yes, the costs have gone up now by a tremendous amount, from 3,000 US per container to 28,000 US per container. And the PNM come to tell you they take 12.5% off of 58 food items and feel that is going to help you, the consumers. We are in a terrible situation and there are no solutions. Foreign exchange now, traders, people who are buying goods cannot get. Even the US accounts, the credit card limits have been reduced by 40% over the last 18-20 months. And on top of that, before that, they were reduced by approximately 12%. People cannot get US. People are buying US on the black market. People cannot get US to pay their children's tuition fees outside in universities in the US, Canada, and England. The cost of doing business is becoming prohibitive. We have more suffering to come because there are no solutions. Incompetence knows no bounds and elections have consequences. The central bank governor is just stating the problems that we know. Nothing has been done. No agricultural policy, no buy local, no energy price, no Petrotrin, no work. We have become pariahs on the global economy, like mosquitoes, like parasites sucking up the blood of the world, where we used to be great producers. No downstream, no creativity, no diversification, no revenue streams. We are in a mess, and then they're coming to now suggest property tax on top of all that I've told you. The plan for this government is to dig you out further, to tax you more, to say that they want to come and get at you, to put a PNM Revenue Authority controlled by Coleman, but to come in your house and seize your assets and take you down and go in your pockets and take more property tax and then go and borrow more money. We had 95% debt to GDP ratio, heading for 100% after Christmas. And this is the incompetence of Keith Rowley and the PNM. Elections have consequences. How much pain will you take? You are paying to put Keith Rowley in that seat, to go Scotland to play golf and to bounce elbows and skin his pan and look like he's so excited to see people from Europe. It is costing you money. It is costing your children money. It is costing future generations money. We cannot continue like this. Is lack of foresight, lack of creativity, lack of implementation, lack of understanding of the scale of Trinidadians and Tobagonians. This taxation, borrow and spend does not work. We need brain to get us out of this. The PNM is drained of brain. They have none left. Think.